After 4 months, when they are eating at least 30 ounces a day, weigh over 14 pounds, and over 16 weeks from their due date is usually when I start sleep training. I do pre-sleep training where we try and help them get through problems that they're having, but you want to, after 4 months, if they hit all the criteria and the doctor said that it's fine, we want to watch how much, we want to log how much are they eating. And sometimes 4 months they'll get to like 24 ounces by 7 at night, and then we know we need to feed them once during the night, but it shouldn't be in 2 hours. They can go 4 hours. So these are the things that I work with you. We do one-on-one phone consults. Every baby is so different that I couldn't pretend to tell you do this, this, and this, and your baby will go to sleep. Even with my grandson, I had no idea how it was going to come out. Luckily they're very blessed, but you want to make sure, one thing, when they're 6 weeks old, I do start an early bedtime routine. That is really important. For one thing, it's when their circadian rhythm kicks in, and you want to make sure that you're working with their circadian rhythm and not letting them get overtired. So what I like to do is, the first 6 weeks, they don't care when they get a bath. You can give them a bath at 9 at night. They really don't care. And then put them to bed. Come 6 weeks, I really want you to start a schedule. Even though it seems silly with a 6-week-old baby, you can give them a bath or give them a spit and polish, wash their face, their neck, their bottom. They don't need a bath every day, but you're getting them into a schedule. Babies love consistency. They love routine. I don't use cry it out for whoever just said that. I use a lot of different techniques depending on the parents and the baby's situation. There's a lot of different sleep training, and but I don't use cry it out. And so you want to make sure by 6 weeks you get them in a schedule. Whatever 4 things that you might want to do, keep it very concise. Give them a bath, give them a massage, put them in their pajamas, put them in their swaddle. I like babies to be swaddled really tight. I do like the miracle blankets because I feel like they're very safe. You want to make sure you're using a swaddle that they cannot get up over their face. There's some great ones out there, but they can wiggle. They're like Houdinis. They can get it up over their face. The miracle blanket, if you do it right and really tight, it works really great. They feel very secure. You want to make sure they are out of their swaddle between 4 and 5 months when they start to roll. Because once they start to roll, they need their arms, when they roll on their bellies, to be able to lift themselves up. Once they can roll on their belly, they can stay on their belly. People will go in and keep flipping them over onto their back. As long as they have the strength to put themselves on their belly, it's okay to keep them on their belly. Now, the first couple of nights they do it, they look like a turtle that's stuck, and they might cry and whine, and you think they want to go back on their back. Trust me when I tell you, do a little soothing the first couple nights, maybe every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they're so happy once they can sleep on their stomachs. So it's worth going through just a couple nights, or you can call me and I will do it. But then they do sleep better once they're on their stomach. We just want to make sure that the risk of SIDS is not there. We don't have any blankets except a tight swaddle, no pillows, no stuffed animals, nothing, no bumper pads, nothing in the crib except for the baby. So once you're 6 months, 6 weeks, we're going to give them a bath, give them a massage, put in pajamas, do their swaddle. If you're going to read a book, whatever your consistent routine is going to be, you can read them a sentence out of a book. You can put on some light music. I don't like really loud music because it can be stimulating, and we want this time, if they're 4 months or 2 years old, we want this time to be very relaxing. So it's downtime, like you need downtime before you go to sleep. So you can read them, a little bit of a book. You can turn on the noise machine. Love noise machines. They are amazing. I like the one from Homedics, $19.99. You can plug it in. You have to have one you can plug in. Run it constantly. I don't like the white noise. I like the rain, or I like ocean waves. I live in Dallas, so there's a lot of rainstorms. So I started my granddaughter on the rain app, and now she's not afraid of storms at 6. So then you can pull down the shades, whatever that routine is going to be, and you're going to keep it consistent. Then you can feed the baby before they go to bed. So when they're over 4 months old and we're starting the easy process, we're starting to eliminate their connection with eating and going to sleep. During the day, we're not going to feed them before they go to sleep. But at night, you can feed them before they go to sleep. We want their belly nice and full. If you're breastfeeding, sometimes I will recommend that you breastfeed them maybe at 5:30 and then give a supplement of breast milk or formula, whatever you're using, at 7. I do like them in bed by 7. You'll really notice that there is a 6 to 8 week storm, and nobody knows what it's caused from, but all of a sudden babies are just really upset at night, do a lot of crying. I found if you start this routine at 6 weeks, I really feel like they're overtired during that 6 to 8 week window, and that's why they're having struggles. So if you can start that early, I really feel like it works well. So about breastfeeding with your last night feeding, most women, that's kind of their lowest amount of milk. So sometimes if you only do breastfeeding at that last feeding, now if you know you have a lot of milk, baby eats really well and is full after that feeding, that's great. Or some babies will cluster feed and breastfeed at like 5, 6, and 7. That's great too. But you want to make sure some babies, they're so tired at that 7 o'clock, and moms, you're so warm and cozy that they'll just snack for a few minutes. They won't take in a full feeding, and then they will go to sleep and wake up in another hour or 2, and they are starving. So that's just why I recommend that. You certainly don't have to do it. This is not about sleep, but if I can give you some great information, I'm going to be getting it on my website soon, but me and my sister did an interview with Dr. Christine Higgs. She's the founder of Fed is Best, and please, if you're planning on breastfeeding, I'm a breastfeeding counselor. I support moms with breastfeeding. I support moms that pump. I support moms that use formula. You must go to Fed is Best, look at their website, and email me, and I will send you a copy of the interview. I honestly think it's the most important information that any new mom can have. We have some of the information in our book, but the interview with her is amazing, and I want you to share it with everyone. You can download the book for free. You can share it with everyone. If anyone purchases the book, all the proceeds go to Friends of Connor. It's a charity for children's cancer research. We took care of Connor for a year when he was 7 weeks old, and he had cancer. At 7 weeks old, he had a Wilms tumor on his kidney. We took care of him for a year while he was going through chemo. Thank God he is 6 years old and cancer-free, but there still needs to be a lot of research done on children's cancer. So any book that's purchased, all the money goes to Friends of Connor. So the next step, after 4 months, and they're meeting all the criteria, then we start thinking about, training them to sleep through the night. We want to make sure that they're eating enough. That's, the main thing. We never want a baby to cry, even 5 minutes, if they're hungry, because they need to eat. Their baby, grandson at 3 months was sleeping through the night, but he was 16 pounds. So I told my daughter-in-law, don't wake him up. Now, if he was only 10 pounds, I would have her wake him up. The first 6 weeks, you want to wake these babies up every 3 hours, even during the night. The old wives' tale, don't wake a sleeping baby. Please don't believe it. And if they're eating a ton and they weigh good, yes, absolutely, let them sleep. But if they are not, you have to wake them up. Once they are, after their 2-week checkup, we want them to be back up to their birth weight. And so after 2 weeks, they all lose weight. Don't worry if they're losing weight. I have some information. You can call me, you can email me, and I will answer all your questions. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and good luck to you all, and please stay safe and well.